Hey, it's me. So today I was thinking about, have you ever met someone and you thought they were one way, but in turn they were the complete opposite? Like this could be a friend, a coworker, family member, relationship partner. Like at first you thought you saw similarities between the two of you. And then the more you got to know them, you realized something was a little off. Like they were just unnecessarily critical. And they might say things like, oh, yeah, like you have a nice house, but why is your living room so small? Or, oh, is that what you're wearing? I thought this was an upscale place. Why did your phone drop the call when we were talking? Who's your service provider? Do you have like a burner phone, like a Walmart phone or something? They're the type of people who make these critical assessments and they can be really judgmental. And it can even be at work. And they might say, oh, why are all these emails sitting here? What is everyone doing? Are they at lunch or something? This is a step that you're supposed to do. Oh, I guess no one told the customer the right way to do this. Huh, LOL. And it's like these inadvertent digs or like insults towards you. And sometimes they disguise it with a little LOL, but ain't nobody laughing. And you can tell it wasn't a joke. And sometimes you have these people who are like these woe is me type people where everything is always about them and their life is just so rough and so hard, and all they can ever do is talk about themselves and vent about their life and what's going on with them, and they're just very, very self involved. And you think, or you would like to have a reciprocal friendship, and you would like if they checked in on you, but they always have something going on where they just can never have the time. And if you told them, they might feel like, well, that's really selfish of you to want me to check in and worry about you. You should be worried about me. I have all this stuff going on and everything I'm going through. And, they hit you with these things like, well, at least you have a job, or be glad that you're single because my husband's a jerk. At least you don't have children. So how stressed out can you really be? And sometimes if you talk about yourself or say things, they may not even respond, or they just don't have enough care to respond to what you say, or they just say some type of small and then keep it moving, or your words are just met with silence and then they continue to talk about themselves like you never said anything at all. Or maybe they're a bit toxic. Maybe they're the type of people where they're constantly gossiping about other people. They're always in someone else's business, judging their life, what they're doing. I literally was around someone who was the epitome of this. They were constantly gossiping. And me, myself, I'm not a gossiper. I really never have been. And after being around this person for some time, I quickly had to catch myself because for a short couple weeks, it rubbed off on me. And I became messy. And then I was like, wait a minute, why am I promoting this gossip? This isn't me. This isn't how I act. And that's when I decided, okay, I'm just gonna be a receiver. You can tell me whatever you want, but really I'm out the mix. I'd be out the way anyways. And this stuff that you want to talk about and these people that you want to rag on, it just really doesn't bother me because I'm just not a critical or judgmental person like that. And I figured at some point they'll stop reaching out to me for gossip, and eventually we'll talk about other stuff because it has to be more than them than just gossip, right? Well, I would try to bring up other stuff, other topics. Let me talk about who I'm dating. Let me talk about different hairstyles, something else. But half the time, they couldn't even be bothered to listen. I was met with either one word responses or completely disregarded as they went right back into more gossip. And eventually, it got to the point where I became really irritable. Like, the smallest things would irritate me. And I just felt so frustrated all the time. Not even like in talking with them. I'm talking about in just any time, regular conversation, work, life, whatever. I was just irritated. And I was like, what is going on? Like, what is happening with me? This is not like me. I'm not negative like this. And then all of a sudden, I was like, light bulb moment. You know what? It was a gossiping friend, so called friend, rather. Because all they were doing was constantly unloading all that negative information and gossip and energy on me. Because really, that's all gossip is. All it is inadvertent negativity. Because realistically, everyone talks about everyone. But talk and gossip are not the same. Talking is neutral conversation, or it could be genuine concern about someone. But gossip is petty. You're looking down on someone and you're just being unnecessarily critical of other people. And for me, I realize I'm giving someone the benefit of the doubt and trying to find the good in someone when they don't deserve it. The reality is, some people are just negative. They use gossip and drama as a distraction and excuse for dealing with things in their life. They are superficial and they're too far in denial to take any type of accountability for their actions. They talk about everyone, and as soon as someone mentions them, it's what? Keep my name out your mouth. But the reality is, you get what you give. But regardless of the situation, they are always the victim. But if you give out negative energy, expect it back. If you are self centered and judgmental, don't expect people to come fight for you when you have never showed up for them. Real friendship is a bond, and it's not created in a toxic and negative environment. Closeness is not generated by hearing someone else talk down on people or acting like their sole purpose for existence is to constantly console you, and then you wouldn't even bother spending a mere 10 minutes being there for them. Look, ignorance is bliss, but don't allow their blissfully ignorant ways to be a heavy stone that pulls you down. Let them know they can keep that negativity over there. Keep it over there and out your aura. And don't bother explaining yourself to them. If they want to know what's happening or they have something to say, keep it simple and keep it short. Don't try to prove yourself to someone who is intent on misunderstanding you, because they want someone who is going to be there to fulfill their own selfish needs. They don't want you to be the person that you are. They want you to be there for what they want. They want you to be there to listen to their gossip. They want you to be there so they can constantly unload their entire life on you and just vent endlessly on end without ever even asking you, how are you doing? And you probably look up and realize you don't even know each other that well. They don't even know you that well. They probably barely know anything about you because all they do is talk about themselves. Let them know you're good. They can keep that over there and go ahead and return to your peace, because no one has time for that negativity. Anyways, these are just my random thoughts.